Okay, that's all of the updates. So if you hopped on during the updates, tell me where you're watching from and tag your enroller and let me know if you are ready to hear some momentum building strategies. Okay, so let's get this started. All right, so let me introduce myself quickly. I'm going to do my best to get through this list very quickly. I'm just going to give you guys a little overview of what you're dealing with. My team nicknamed me the preacher. They say a lot of times I take them to Color Street Church because I'm known to talk a lot. I'm very passionate about Color Street and I do preach. So for the sake of this video, I've only had 2 cups of coffee today. So my team jokes and says, how many cups of coffee have you had when they see me go live? Because if I've had like 3 or more, they're like, okay, let's just get our pen and paper out because we're going to Color Street Church today. So I'll try not to take you all to Color Street Church. I'm just going to try to get through this very quickly and give you guys the 10 tips that I came up with. I started with, I wanted to give you the top 3. That went out the window really fast. So I said, okay, Danielle, you can do 5. Oh my gosh. When I got done, I had 15 tips. So I had to condense it to 10. So, all right. So my name's Danielle. My team, Team No Excuses, is an executive team. We have held that rank for almost 2 years. So 2/3 of my Color Street career, I've been an executive director. Woo! So I am married to my teenage love. We have 3 kiddos. We are a very active family. Our family motto, seriously, and I have a shirt that says this, our kids have practice. They have baseball, they have basketball, they have dance, whatever it is, we are on the go. And my husband and I always joke and we say we can sleep when we're dead because our life literally revolves around our kids, and Color Street was the biggest blessing that ever crossed my path because Color Street fits perfectly into our family's chaos. I am so incredibly thankful. So when I joined Color Street back in August of 2018, so yes, 3 years ago, I was working full-time as a nurse. I was managing my husband's construction company. We had 2 boys in travel sports and a 2-year-old. I did not have time. When the girl that I signed up under introduced this to me, she can tell you, I laughed. I said, girl, bye. I do not have any room on my plate. Well, I went ahead and signed up for the discount. Yeah, how many of you signed up for the discount? Exactly. So I signed up for the discount. I heard about the Jumpstart program and I love challenging myself. If there's a challenge, I face it head on and I achieve it and I don't stop. I have earned every single incentive trip that Color Street has offered since I joined. And that's just me. I hustle, I commit, and I achieve it. So I heard about the Jumpstarts. And all I wanted was the cash bonus and the free product credit. I really didn't care or even know what those Jumpstarts were going to do to my Color Street business. So I was just out there working, having fun, sharing nail polish, sold $1,000 in my first 10 days as a stylist. I think I hit my 95-day Jumpstart on day 63. So I had sold over $4,000 of nail polish on my 63rd day as a stylist. And at that point, I still had no thoughts about ever doing anything big with this, ever. So I achieved all my Jumpstarts, like I said. At the end of that period, I was a team leader because that's what the Jumpstarts do. And I honestly haven't looked back. My team and I hit senior director on month 6, and we became an executive team on month 15. And we have held steady there ever since. And we are on the verge, and we have been for a while, of becoming a senior executive team. And I know 110% that's going to happen on God's timing and not ours. I know that I lead a dynamic team that is committed to this business, and I know that it is going to happen very soon. I am claiming it over our team right now. So, all right, let me know below if you are ready to get into my 10 tips. Ready or not, I'm starting. So listen up, and I will share my tips in the comments below. That way, if I run through them too quickly or, whatever it is. So the first tip that I have, and like I said, these are all my favorite tips. And you may have something that works amazing for you. And I encourage you to share that in the comments as I'm going through this, because what works for me might not work for you, and what works for you might not work for your downline. Everybody's business is unique, and that's the beautiful thing about this. So the first and foremost that I want to share that I feel is the most important way to build momentum in your business is you've got to get your mind right. You have to have your mind in check, because what you give power to has power over you. It all begins and ends in our mind. So what I want you to think about when I say to get your mind right is your vision and your why. With your business, if you are watching this training, I know you are working this business as a business and not a hobby, because you wouldn't be on here wondering how to build momentum in your business. So I want you to think clearly. Do you have a vision with your business? What is your why? What pushes you to keep going when times get tough? Because times do get tough. And if they haven't been tough yet, just wait, because they will be here. But what is it? And just think, where do you want to be 1 year from now with your business? And do you have a long-term mindset with your business? Because what I mean by the long-term mindset is you are not going to let a bad week or even a bad month define you if you have the long-term mindset, because you know that's part of business. You know those bad days and those bad weeks are going to come, but it's part of the business, and you've got to grow through what you go through. So a bad day or a bad week or a bad month doesn't define you or your business, especially if you have the long-term mindset, because you know that you've got a vision with this business. You've got goals with this business, and that's not going to get you off track. So I want you to really think about that, where you want to be 1 year from now in your business. What does your life look like 1 year from now? Because I can tell you confidently, the decisions that you are making right now in your life and your business are going to be a direct reflection of where you are a year from now. So that's tip number one, get your mind right. The next one I feel is almost as equally important is personal development. Your life is as good as your mindset. And I can tell you that because I have been through some very challenging times when I felt like giving up in life and business. And if it was not for personal development, I don't know where I'd be. Personal development is what really keeps me together as a wife, as a mom, as a business owner. It just keeps everything in check and keeps everything going. Okay, so that was number two. If you have never heard of personal development, you should reach out to your enroller and say, what is this Danielle chick talking about? What is personal development? Because I can guarantee you every single leader in Color Street can just word vomit when it comes to personal development, because I can confidently say that 99.99% of successful Color Street stylists and leaders listen to personal development daily. I can guarantee it. I know I do. Okay, so number three is set goals and utilize a weekly accountability worksheet. So there's one that I created for my team, and I am happy to share this with you all if you want to use it. But I know when I first joined, a lot of my uplines have created these weekly accountability worksheets. So I know that you've probably heard of these before. If you haven't, it's basically just the structure of your week and what you need to do to continue to have growth and success in your business. So it just holds you accountable. So this is the one that I made for my team, and I called it Nail Your Week. And like I said, I'm not going to go through this. There's a training on my YouTube channel that walks through this if you want to look, check that out, and I'll share the link to this as well. So if you want to start incorporating this into your business, it's a game changer. Once you start nailing your week, you will see momentum that you have probably never seen before in your business, because it goes over personal development, business development, hostess coaching, posting in your VIP group, setting goals, which I feel is so important. And then it goes over one of the most important parts of this business, and that's follow-up and connections. So like I said, I'll share the link to that for you all. But in this same step is setting goals. I feel like that is so important in your business, because if you are working this business as a business, if you don't have goals, what the heck are you doing? If I was to tell you, hey, I'm hopping in the car, I'm gonna go to home office in New Jersey to do this training, and I didn't take a map with me or I didn't use my directions, would I ever end up at home office? No, I wouldn't. So it's the same with our business. If we don't know where we're going with our business and we don't set goals and have a direction in mind, where are we going to end up? Probably not achieving our goals, probably being upset and discouraged at the end of the week or the end of the month or the end of the day, however often you're setting goals for your business. If you don't have goals in your business, I really encourage you, start small. Set a goal for the day. Okay, today I want to post 3 times in my VIP group. I want to reach out to 5 VIPs and thank them for being part of my community. I want to follow up with 5 people that have ordered from me. Whatever it is, set those daily goals. Then start setting weekly goals. And I encourage you to set monthly goals every single month. But for me, I have to break those monthly goals down into weekly goals because there's been too many times that I set big, lofty goals for myself and I don't evaluate what I've done until the end of the month and I fail. I don't achieve those goals. So when you take those and break them down into weeks, which is at the top of this Nail Your Week form, you put down every single week. What's your PV goal? What's your GV goal if you're a leader? How many samples do you want to send and how many parties do you want to do? And at the end of the week, you evaluate what you did that week. So it helps keep you accountable and it helps you to achieve those goals. So definitely, if you don't have goals set in your business, you need to. Goals are your roadmap in your business to know where you are going. Okay, so the next one is step 4. That is business development. I feel that it is so important that we are a student stylist all the time. I don't care if you are a founding stylist. We should always be learning. We should always be developing our business. What is developing your business? What you are doing right now. Listening to Connect the Dots, listening to Tuesday trainings, listening to the leader call if you are a leader, listening to trainings from other successful stylists that are telling you what they are doing to find success in their business. We should be developing our business all the time. I listen to trainings when I'm driving, when I'm getting ready in the morning, when I'm cooking dinner. Anytime you have downtime, you don't have to watch and look and see what's happening. All you got to do is listen. So have that business development going. And if you feel like, okay, I really want to start booking parties, go in this group and use the search feature. Party bookings, how to book parties. Go into your upline groups and search how to book parties. Learn from other stylists that are successful, that are sharing their tips. Why not? It's free. Okay, I'm on page 2. Let's see. Whew, I've already been on here 19 minutes, you guys. All right, I'm gonna get my life together and get this done. All right, so the next one is connect. So that also is, now you guys see why it was so hard for me to narrow this down, because I feel like so many of these are so important. Connect. We are in a business of people, of connecting, of talking, of building relationships. That is so important. If we are not connecting and building relationships, our business is going to stall. It is so important. So what does connecting look like? That's following up with samples, following up with party hosts, following up with orders, following up with people that are invited to your VIP group that have never requested a sample. Talk to people, connect with VIPs. Don't be afraid to ask friends, family, and VIPs for new referrals either. If you get to a point where you're like, I don't have anybody to follow up with, P.S., that's never going to happen. You're always going to have people to follow up with. But if you ever get to that point, ask them, would you mind inviting somebody to my VIP group? I'm working really hard to expand my network this month. And you can even offer people a couple Tuesdays, a couple accent packs, samples, whatever you want to call them. You could say, hey, Danielle, I am trying really hard this month to grow my business and reach 30 new people. You would help me out so much if you would invite 5 friends to my VIP group. And as a thank you, I'm going to drop a couple sets of accent nails in the mail for you. I really appreciate your support. You guys, when you ask, people will help you. And don't just post and pray in your VIP group, because they're not going to think you're talking to them. They're going to say, oh, she just made this post, she's going to keep scrolling on. But when you directly ask them and they say, oh, shoot, she's talking to me. Yeah, I'll help you. People will help you. Trust me. And just remember, when it comes to connecting, Action produces results. So if you want results, you have to execute. You have to take action and you have to start moving in your business and you will see results. Okay, so what are we on now? We have 5 left. Okay, you guys still with me? Let me know. Drop me a heart below if you're still with me. Okay, so the next one is be intentional with your time. You guys, I can't tell you how important this is about being intentional with your time and making lists. So I am a pen and paper person. If you follow me on social media or on my YouTube channel, you know that if any training I do, I have a worksheet for it. Like, I am pen and paper. I love writing things down. I love Post-it notes. I love highlighting things off. I love checking things off. I love my weekly accountability because I get to fill this in and it helps me build momentum because I'm accomplishing things. So be intentional with your time and make lists. So there's a billion block schedules out there. This is just one that I created for my team, and I can share the link to this as well. Nothing fancy about this. A block schedule is simply scheduling your time and being intentional with your time. You fill this out based upon what your week looks like. Work, kids' sports, your time, husband time, family time, gym time, whatever it is. And then wherever you have white spots, that's color street time. If you don't have any blank spaces after you fill in all of your non-negotiable life stuff, guess what? If this business is important to you, you wake up a half hour earlier. You go to bed a half hour later because you're going to fit color street in if this business is important to you. So be intentional and make lists. What I do, if I have a lot going on, I brain dump all the time. And what is brain dump? Dumping out of your brain, writing down all those crazy thoughts that you have in your head, and then prioritizing. I may brain dump one day and have 20 things that I dump on my paper. And then I go back and I pick the top 3. What do I need to get done today and what is the most important? And I put those in order of 1, 2, 3 because it's easy to get overwhelmed. And it's easy to get to that point where you're like, I just have so much to do, I'm just not gonna do anything. No, at least get the top 3 done and the rest can wait until tomorrow. Okay, the next one is book a party. And I know sometimes this is easier said than done. I've been there, I've struggled, but there is so much power in one party, you guys. If you are watching this and you are like, Danielle, I've tried everything, I can't book a party. Guess what? I got a worksheet and I'm gonna share it with you. This is what I give my team. When they tell me that they can't book one party, it takes one party to get that momentum started. And you can book parties off of parties. But to get that one party booked, you will write down 100 people on this. I know it sounds crazy. There's only 10 per section. But this gives you categories of who to ask to book a party. And if you ask 100 people and can't get one party booked, you need to get with your enroller now to figure out where the disconnect is. Are you asking the wrong way? Or what is going on? Because I can guarantee you, if you ask 100 people, one person's going to book a party. But I will share this. You guys can look at this and see how to get a party booked. But this is what I want you guys to think about right now. You get one party booked. And let's just say that your host only invites 10 people and you start to get discouraged, because I've been there too. Do you know what would happen if all 10 people placed a buy 3, get 1? I do. You're going to have over 300 PV. What if one of those people books a party? And then you can book a party off that one. What if someone in there loves your vibe and they're like, I want to do what you do, and you get a new stylist from that one party that has only 10 people in it? What if you send samples to all 10 of those people and get them into your VIP group, and that's 10 new potential customers? You guys, there is so much power in one party. And the other thing that I want to just tag on to the party topic is I have had parties that flop, that have 0 sales. And you know what? That used to discourage me, but it doesn't now, because you know what? For me, parties are more about connecting. I make it a point to message every single person that comes into that online party group. You know why? Because if they were walking through the front door of my house, would I just let them walk in my house and not say anything? No, I would say, hey, Danielle, welcome to the party. I'm so excited that you are here. Have you tried Color Street before? I've got samples right here. Can I put one on you? You guys, we should be doing the same with online parties. So there's no such thing as a flopped party or a dud or a failed party, whatever you want to call it, because we as stylists should be connecting. We should be connecting with every single person, because if you have a friend, a family, a VIP that cares enough about your business to host a party for you and invite their friends to this online event, why are we not taking advantage of that and connecting with these people? Because we are missing opportunities if we are hosting parties and all we are focused on is sales. And I'm not telling you guys not to focus on sales, because we definitely do want that. But I feel like it is so important to connect and book those parties, because that will get your momentum going quicker than anything. And the sales will come, you guys. This nail polish, honestly, it sells itself. You wear and share this polish. I get compliments all the time on this polish, and it's so affordable. I wouldn't worry about the sales. They will definitely come. And if you are passionate about what you are doing, people are going to want to be around you. Your vibe attracts your tribe. Okay. All right, guys, we only got 3 left. I hope you guys are still hanging with me. The next one is celebrate every win. So this is what I want you guys to do. And if you are in a discouraging season of your business, I want you to get a Post-it note and write on this right now, or you can write it on whatever. Win the day. You guys, we have to celebrate ourselves. We have to celebrate every success we have. I don't care if that is getting a week's worth of posts scheduled in your VIP group, going live for the first time, going live in the official Color Street group. Hello, you guys. Are you kidding me? Like, I'm live in the official Color Street Facebook group, sharing to thousands of Color Street stylists. Like, I'm going to celebrate that, but we need to celebrate everything. It doesn't matter how big or how small it is. And just remember that we have to celebrate small in order to play big. We can't sit here and say, I'm pushing to become a senior director and I'm not celebrating until I get there. Do you guys know how beautiful the journey is going to be from now until your team hits senior director? You need to celebrate. That is absolutely amazing. And here's something else that comes along with celebrating every win that I just want to touch on is focus on becoming great at one thing. I think a lot of times we get overwhelmed and we start to get super discouraged when we try to do all things all at once. We're trying to become great at hosting parties. We're trying to build a team. We're trying to grow our VIP group. All these things. Figure out what it is that you want to really focus on right now in your business and master that one thing. If you want to take advantage of the Join Special this month and you want to expand your team by 4 stylists, you should be listening to other stylists that are sharing their enrolling tips. You should be learning from the people that are the top enrollers in the company. You should be searching this group with keywords enrolling, recruiting, joining, going back to past Tuesday trainings, because there is so much good information out there, but focus on mastering that one thing and get good at that one thing and then go on to the next. And turn your can't into can. A lot of times we limit ourselves. We are the only thing in our way because we will say, oh, I can't enroll. I can't book a party. Oh my gosh, I can't expand my network. Stop. You can't expand your network, but you can message your friends and family and ask if they would invite someone to your group. You can't book a party, but you can go through Danielle's booking basics worksheet and ask some people to book a party. You guys, flip your mindset. Like I said at the beginning, what you give power to has power over you. You tell yourself that you suck. You tell yourself that you can't. That's what's going to happen. Why are you doing that? You are the only thing standing in your way. So flip your mindset. Yes, things might get tough. Yes, things might get challenging. Is life supposed to be easy? Is business supposed to be easy? No, we are constantly growing through everything that we go through. And I can tell you something. I told you at the beginning of the video that my team has been an executive team since my 15th month as a stylist. I've been doing this 3 years. For 2/3 of my Color Street career, we have been an executive team. Do you guys think that I would love to represent a senior executive team? Hell yes. Yes, I would. Have there been months that we have lacked just one or two things to hit that rank? Yes, but the journey to get there, you guys, has evolved me as a person and a business owner more than you could ever imagine. When that day comes that my team becomes a senior executive team, you guys, the heavens are going to come down. I am going to be an emotional wreck because we have pushed so hard to get there, and I have grown through the journey of getting there. So you guys, celebrate every win, because celebrating small will get you to the point that you are playing big, and it will get you to those big, huge, scary goals that you are working for. But you've got to appreciate the process and grow through the entire journey, and know that it's not going to happen overnight. There's going to be setbacks, but there's also going to be some amazingly beautiful things that happen along the way. All right, so number 9, we're almost done. Okay, number 9 is find a battle buddy. So these are called all different things. I've heard different people call it different things. Accountability partner, battle buddies, power partners. Basically what this is you lock arms and run with a stylist that has similar goals to you. So what would that look like? That's going to look like me and one of my best friends, thanks to Color Street, Abby Hammonds. A lot of you probably know Abby. She is the youngest senior director in all of Color Street. She's amazing. If you don't know her, you're missing out. But conference of 2019, her and I were in Orlando together. Her and I connected. We knew each other prior, but we connected in Orlando and found out that we had pretty much the same exact goals in our business. We linked up and we have been inseparable since. We talk almost every single day, and her and I are both pushing for similar goals, so we hold each other accountable. We share ideas with each other. We share our struggles. We vent to each other. I mean, she is literally like my glue. We talk all the time. So that's what you need to do. It doesn't have to be someone on your team. It doesn't have to be your upline. It can be anyone. It can be a sideline sister. Whoever you connect with, reach out to that person and tell them, hey, this is where I want to be in 3 months, and this is where I want to be a year from now. What are your goals? And you will find that there's so many people that are pushing for the same thing that you are. And when you find that person that you can connect with, you will just take off running. So find yourself a battle buddy, power partner, accountability, whatever you want to call them. Okay, let's see. You guys, I've been going over 30 minutes. I hope you guys are doing okay, because I knew I would not be able to get through this very quickly because I had a lot to share, and I love Color Street. I love talking, aka preaching. This last one, I put it last because I really want this to stick in your guys' head, and I could unpack this for a very long time. Compete with yourself. Compete with yourself. You are your only competition. And I can say that so confidently. Be better than you were yesterday. That is the only thing that you should be worried about in this business. And have you guys ever heard the quote, don't let your ice cream melt while you're busy counting someone else's sprinkles? You guys, that is so important. And I feel like as stylists, as leaders, and heck, as moms, wives, women, it's so easy to compare. But I'm going to tell you guys, comparison truly is the thief of joy, and it will stall your momentum quicker than anything that I can think of. And what I want to tell you when it comes to your Color Street business, you may see these other stylists that are launching their business quicker than you. Oh my gosh, you guys, the email just came through on my phone. Halloween launches tomorrow. Halloween launches tomorrow. Did you guys hear that? Okay, let me get back on track. Okay, so now I totally lost my train of thought. But the only person that you should compete with is yourself. When you see other stylists that are successful, that are enrolling quickly, that are booking parties, that are ranking up quickly, or new stylists that are launching their business with more success than you, use them as inspiration, okay? Use them to boost your confidence and boost your momentum. And I want to read something to you guys really quickly. It's just the beginning part from my devotional this morning, and I'm going to leave all the church stuff out. But the title of it was Grateful for It All. And I want you guys to hear this because I feel like this was put in my path for a reason. Here's the thing about the grass being greener on the other side. It's just so exhausting to keep climbing that fence. There is so much amazingness right in front of you at any given moment. Beauty to be found, joy to be lived, love to be shared. When you wish for another kind of life, you miss the miracle of this one. So you guys, that's what I want to leave you with. I want to give you guys a challenge. It's super easy. I want you to pick 3 momentum building strategies to incorporate into your business and share them below. Which of the 3 do you feel like you are going to incorporate into your business? And then I want you to tell me your favorite part of this training, and I want you to tag 3 people that need to hear this message, or you can share it with 3 people that need to hear this message. Because my goal with every single training that I do, whether it's for my team, my YouTube channel, my VIP group, wherever, my goal is to empower or encourage one person. That's my goal. So if you feel like this message will do that, please share it. And this is what I want to end with. A quote that I use all the time, and it's on my wrist. No excuses, be ambitious. So be ambitious and remember that everything starts with you. The only limits you have are the limits that you believe. Each day you have a choice to evolve or repeat. So let me know. Are you going to evolve or are you going to repeat? I'm so grateful that you guys took time out of your day to listen to my message, and I hope that it helped, and I will talk to you soon.